You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV Sleepy Hollow After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV Sleepy Hollow After Show.
Hey there, sleepyheads. You know what time it is. It's time for the Sleepy Hollow After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. This is episode 108, The Necromancer. I am Matt Lieberman. Joining me on the panel, as always, are the fantastic and wonderful Miss Jacque Borowski.
Hello.
We're so glad to have you back. We missed you last
to be
week.
Back.
And Stephen Lemieux on the ones and twos.
Hey, what up, y'all? We getting gangsta tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
You are the whitest man. You are the whitest
he's
man.
Ron Weasley.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not Ron Weasley. God damn it.
There was a pre-show debate about who were we in the Harry Potter universe, and apparently in our world, Jacque is Hermione and I'm Harry Potter, and
Can't I just be
Steven
Neville
is Ron.
Longbottom? I used to be fat. Now I'm skinny. I want to be Neville.
If anything, I'm
There's
more of a
only
Neville
3 of
Longbottom.
us.
You're a never
there's-
Longbottom.
Well, that's right. My bottom is not long. My bottom is normal size.
You have
Thank you very
nothing
much.
long around your bottom either.
Oh, womp womp.
Steve, if
Please.
there was a 4th person,
Way
you
to
could
compensate.
be Neville. But since
Okay.
there's only 3 of us, we have to be the 3 main characters.
I'll get
'cause
Christian
that's the
Rosenberg
rule.
so we can have a ginger and he can be Ron.
It's whatever you want to do is fine. We're here to talk about Sleepy Hollow, guys. But Steven is right. We did say on air last week that we were gonna wrap this week, so we will be freestyling later in the show.
And we preemptively put $1 in the pun jar.
Preemptively put $1 in the pun jar, which we're gonna say is $30, which is definitely more than where it was last time. We just can't remember exactly what it was, but we knew that if we made it more, everyone would be okay with that. So that's that. Reminder, you need to be following all 3 of us and AFTERBUZZ TV on Twitter to be eligible for the sweepstakes.
What's your Twitter, Matt?
My Twitter is at Matt Lieberman, MattLieberman.
Mine's at 123 Jackie B. Jackie is spelled Jacque because my mom thought she was creative.
Yes.
And mine is at Stephen Lemieux. You can read it right there. Yeah.
Or if they're listening to it on iTunes and they want to do it.
STEPHENLEMIEUX.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. So this was an awesome episode.
Oh, so
I
good.
Fucking cool.
So good.
So cool. And we got so many reveals. We know who the Headless Horseman is.
Yes.
We have the team together, and we even got a line to acknowledge that we have the team together.
We got Navy SEAL Irwin.
Irving. Wow. How much do you suck?
Sybil, Irving.
No, we got SWAT team style Irving. He was finally out of a suit, which freaked me out to see him out of a suit. Great performances all around. Some flashbacks. We now know Katrina's role in the larger scheme of things.
The the revelations of love triangle, it seems.
Yeah, I guess. Damn.
Yeah, totally.
We got a love triangle between the Headless Horseman, Katrina, and Ichabod.
Bam.
Which is so bonkers. But
I mean, if you're gonna buy a girl jewelry, I mean, he ended up getting it back after they split up.
Indian giver.
I mean, he got it
he
from
stole
death,
it.
though.
He stole it from her dead body.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Maybe.
No, wait. No, because Abraham had it when he was killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
He had the
yeah.
necklace, so they didn't get that off Katrina now.
Oh yeah. Maybe she gave it back when she cut off the betrothal.
That might be it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking so.
That's
Yeah.
probably what it was. So in this episode, we've got the Headless Horseman locked up in our Masonic cell. We got the UV lights running.
AKA basement bondage.
Basement
That's what I wrote.
basement bondage room.
How convenient.
How convenient that the Masons built this room back in the 1700s, right? In the 18th century, they built this room, and then someone chose to wire it with power. Someone put power in at some point.
I mean, maybe they had kept it up to date.
And the glass.
I want to say though, I think I just realized it because before I was totally talking shit. I think it's probably something that they kept up to date just in case it happened because the Masons were in those tunnels and they did have like that library room and everything down there.
Just in case a horseman ever rides again, we can stash him in here. We got the UV lights.
In their defense, not just the horseman, but any sort of like supernatural being, you can't lock them up in normal jail, so they have to go to basement bondage jail.
That's
true.
True.
They go to hex jail.
They go to hex jail with, tons of candles, some mood lighting. And lots of chains.
Sounds like my bedroom.
But
No,
I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
No, that's just what you want your bedroom to be. You wish.
Ron Weasley, that is not your bedroom.
It's so no, it's his dream bedroom. That's his like version of like the Crate and Barrel catalog.
All right, let's
Except
go
it's
forward.
the Whip and Chain catalog. Hey, okay.
Hey.
Try too hard.
So, now they have the horseman, but they want to know what he's up to and try to maybe get a bit of a head start in the war.
Okay, Punjar.
All right,
Punjar.
it was inadvertent.
That's why you get it.
Fine, 30-50. Damn it. All right.
I like those odds.
What the crap?
This episode is already off the rails. Okay. So they want to interrogate this mofo. The only person they know who's dead and might be able to talk to him is Andy Brooks. Zombie Andy, who has made himself a nice little nest in the tunnels. And apparently, okay, can we just say he's definitely corporeal and he was never a ghost? And he's always
been corporeal.
Yeah, he's always been corporeal.
There was like a moment like 4 episodes ago where someone told me he was a ghost.
Nope.
I swear this happened.
Nope.
Someone defend me on YouTube and or Twitter. This totally happened.
No, he can just turn invisible because he's only seen by when he needs to be seen.
Yeah.
When he wants to be seen, he's only seen.
Oh, so it's invisibility power, not that he's a ghost.
Yeah, because when
the invisibility cloak.
Oh God.
You just won't let this go, will you?
No.
Jacque Borowski is on the warpath.
People are tired of the Buffy comparisons.
So-
So I'm bringing in a house of new comparisons.
How do you like that, America? Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so they get Andy. Turns out Andy is the one who raised the horseman in the first place. He's the necromancer.
We knew that, though, didn't we?
Not that he raised him before Andy even died.
good point.
This is before Andy even died. He's the one who raised the horseman, which also raised Ichabod, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Andy's the reason that Ichabod's awake too. And he is now, because of that, the voice of the horseman. He speaks for the horseman. So
Sounding like James Earl Jones a little bit.
yeah.
I like that they didn't go too crazy with the voice. They had it be just a very deep,
it was a
ominous voice.
It was a modulated version of John Cho's voice. Like, if you listen to it closely, it is his voice. It's just way pitched down. And he did just a great job in those scenes. He was
Also,
really brilliant.
I was just noticing, okay, can we agree? John Cho is a very attractive guy, and they do a good job, again, with the makeup, to make him just look super creepy and unattractive. And I'm like, that's impressive.
He goes from I'd do him to I probably wouldn't do him.
No, I'm totally creeped out by
That's
him in
the
this
scale. The Stephen Lemieux scale of man sex is from do him to probably wouldn't do him. There's no absolutely wouldn't do him.
And there's no other in-between section.
It's like, do him? Probably wouldn't do him.
Still only probably.
Still only probably. But
the makeup is amazing.
It really is. It's super cool, and there's that moment where Abbie totally uses his feelings for her, which got spelled out this week, that he does have feelings for her. Unrequited love, which is a growing theme in this show, especially in this episode. And
love makes you do weird things.
It does. It makes you kill people and bring the apocalypse. You know, if you love them enough, that's what's going to happen. But like, and we'll get into Abraham's whole thing in a second.
Abraham von Brunn.
Abraham von Brunt.
Okay, so these fuckers find the horse, all right?
Oh yeah,
and dude, they're just like hunting buddies, And
I'm just like, ghost horse!
He's like, ghost horse, Dick Cheney, Pam. And it's just like, what? He just... And I had to say it, like, they killed the black dude first. Like,
and he had to say it again on air.
Okay, everyone who watched this was probably kind of thinking that.
What I was thinking, again, in parallel to that, I was like, you have the bad white German Nazi character killing the black dude in this scene. I was like, oh, yeah. Sleepy Hollow, you're better than this.
They didn't even give the guy a name.
No, I know. Okay, guys, I'm sure that wasn't a factor that played into the making of this episode.
I just feel that this show is better than that.
Yo, Jackie, Hessian's gonna Hess.
Yeah, Hessian's got a Hess, okay? He was German, and he had to take him down. Why can't we just celebrate the fact that his best hunting friend was black instead of talking about the fact that he's the first one to die in this episode? How about that?
I'm not sure they were friends. If someone was your best hunting friend, would you shoot them?
If you're a soldier in a secret war for the fate of humanity, probably.
I mean, everyone's gonna die anyway,
kind of.
Andy wouldn't do that to Abbie.
No, but he would.
Are you saying these hunting buddies loved each other?
But he would swallow a file and trick her into letting him into the room so that he could take it out of his stomach with his bare hands.
Cool effects on that freaking
file. On the file, yeah, with the little metal skulls all undulating. It was so choice.
I just wrote weird jewelry coming out of his stomach.
It makes me wish they did that with the coin in Pirates of the Caribbean because it looked so similar.
Totally.
Yes.
If the coins like did that with the heads, I was like, oh.
It looked like a piece of 8. It
really did. The technology wasn't available then to be that creepy.
Yeah.
You know, you could be just creepy enough with zombie pirates. But anyway, back to the story. So there was that moment where Abbie grabbed Andy's arm and she's like convincing him to come into the room. And I just felt so bad for Andy, even though he's a necromancer. There's nothing he can do about it now. He lost his soul. Moloch has it. He has no control over it. But when and also he established the rules of Andy. The rules of Andy from now on are he desperately wants to help Abbie. He's sorry for what he's done, but he does not own his own soul. When Moloch needs him to do something, he can't control it. He can't help himself. So I think laying out that dynamic means we're going to see a lot more of Andy, or at least more of him throughout this season. I don't think he's gone yet.
Well, this kind of creates a new dynamic with Andy too, in that Andy is... It's so weird because he's on Abbie's side when he's himself. He's never on the horseman's side because he doesn't have to obey the horseman, which we now know.
Right.
But he does have to listen to Moloch. So there's also a power struggle here between Moloch and the horseman that we kind of didn't know about before today.
Yeah,
that's very true.
The horseman has his own agenda.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a different now that the horseman has a voice, it's a new character. Because before, it was just that lumbering...
A voice and a name.
Yeah, that lumbering silent death. And now it's a person who is death, but at the same time, they can speak, and they have their own agenda. They're not just a tool to be used by Moloch.
It's like the phrase, I am become death, destroyer of worlds. You know, he was not always death. He became death.
So this is my question, and that leads into my question. What I would assume is that when you think of like death, you think of the Grim Reaper, and death is always death. It's always the same thing. How can a person become death? Like, did they need a person to be able to personify death, to bring death about?
Moloch, it's the same way that Andy got brought back to life for a purpose. Moloch brought Abraham von Brunt back to life to serve this purpose, to be the vessel for death. He imbued him with the power, he bound him to himself, and made him a rider of the apocalypse. He had enough hate in his heart at that moment that he was susceptible, I think.
Okay, I can buy that. I can buy that.
Thank you.
They shaved his head, basically.
They shaved his head, and that made him evil, is not what happened. Is not what happened.
Gave him some tattoos.
Yeah.
We got to get some of those masks.
Yes. I know, they're so cool. The Hessian masks, the creepy pointed ones.
You guys want
They're like crumpled origami paper with eye holes?
Well, he wants them for his new bedroom, but I want them for next Halloween.
Furnishings.
Yeah.
Accessorize. Get with it, Jackie B.
Accessorize. Why am I a robot? All right. Before we go any further, because we have so much to talk about with
Sleepy Hollow, Hessians in disguise.
Oh, Jesus.
Punjar, 31.
I will second that.
All right, 31. Before we move forward, because we have so much more to talk about, I just want to bring up iTunes. Guys,
wait. I want you to explain iTunes as if you are explaining it to Ichabod.
Okay.
What is this iTunes thing?
Well, Ichabod, if you use computers...
What's a computer?
No, I don't.
No, you know what a computer is, Ichabod. You used it the other day.
The demon lady inside.
Yes, it was not a demon lady. That was a stripper. Listen, it's a device that allows you to...
She wasn't a stripper. She was a porn star.
No, it was a webcam. It was a webcam stripper.
I'm pretty sure she does more than just strip.
Well, I'm sure she does. Yeah, okay, she does others. Fine. Webcam girl. Can we move on? Semantics duo, okay? Team semantics.
Hashtag semantics duo.
Hashtag semantics duo. Anyway, Ichabod, if you use a computer and you use the internet, which is a connection between all other computers and a lot of information, you can use a program which has all the music that was ever recorded, as well as videos, movies, TV shows, and things called podcasts, which are like radio programs that are collected for your use at your own leisure. And the one way that people know which things are the best on this iTunes is people review these items, these shows, and let them know how great they are.
I think I found it. I'm using only the arrow keys in the space bar.
That's not the way to do it. How long are we going to play out this premise?
We're not. I'm just
don't have a 2-hour-long show.
I'm just saying we're going to throw out the names right now.
Oh, yeah, let's shout out some 5-stars. How many 5-star reviews do we have right now?
We have
it's like
76 5-star reviews.
76 5-star reviews today. We want it to go up, way up, 100 by the end of the season. Come on, people.
Come on, Matt.
All right.
Stop.
What?
I do like show tunes.
All right.
I love show tunes.
I think I gave out Johnny Boy last time, but let's do the 3 newest ones.
Yeah.
Love the show and the host. These fan TV podcasts live and die by the quality of the hosts, and Matt has poor quality, but everyone else is pretty good. Nice chemistry.
That's not what he said. Say what he really said, because I liked what he said.
Nice chemistry among the 3 hosts.
Yes.
That was by Ted K49 and Eric Olin. Love this podcast. I can't usually wait an entire week until the next show's published.
Thank you, Eric.
And then 14 Paws. The Punjar is perfect for the show. I find myself laughing out loud. Love the Orlando interview. Many talents, plus he's pretty good at keeping a secret.
It's true, because we had no idea where this season was going.
Wir haben keine Idee.
What?
We had no idea.
No idea.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm a Hessian!
Jesus.
Don't you see the kind of blonde hair and the not so blue eyes?
Well, the fact is...
Your eyes are blue.
They're off blue. They're blues cousin.
Sie sind aufblau.
Aufblau. Aufblau is that how you say eyes?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well.
Augen.
Augen?
Yeah.
Augen or Augen?
Augen, I believe.
I don't know.
Aufblau Augen.
I don't know why I'm saying no. I only know like 5 words in German.
Let's go back to the show.
Yes, please. So, Ichabod, after we finally get this interrogation going, Ichabod learns the truth about who this guy is. He's teasing him. He's saying all this stuff about Katrina. Who are you? Who are you?
He learns it when he fights him.
Well, but before that, before he even learns it,
we get the Katrina backstory.
He accuses him of killing his partner or letting his partner die in front of Abbie. So Abbie's like, you have to back off. We both know how to interrogate a suspect. You can't go in there when you're raw. You need to tell me what's up. I need to be on the same page. So he talks about Abraham von Brunt, who was his partner after he joined the revolution.
Can we do
Best friend.
Can we do a little segue on that?
Yeah.
Because my next thing is, how does a woman who is a Quaker and is accustomed to a very humble living end up engaged to this like flouncy pants?
It was an arranged marriage.
Yeah. It was an arranged marriage.
But why would it, like, if she's a Quaker, like, wouldn't her parents not be interested in flouncy pants guys?
No, they would be, because it meant that they would be able to survive because he would take care of their family. He made a comment about it later, like, I'd make her family very comfortable. Like, that was the point, was we have a beautiful daughter, you have lots of money, take her and we shall be safe and free for all our days.
Deal.
Yeah. And Katrina's not having none of that, okay? Because she is a modern, independent Quaker with witch powers.
Who don't need no Abraham von Braun.
She don't need no German man, okay? I don't care how much money he got. He give you a rock like that, okay, maybe that's fine. But if you don't love him, you got to go. Especially when you got Ichabod hanging in the wings because he's the one who picked out the beautiful piece of jewelry.
Well, she had a good point, too. She's like, the whole reason we're fighting is to get away from these silly traditions from the motherland.
Mm-hmm. I love that point. I thought that was one of my favorite things.
Totally. No, it's the truth. It's like she's like, what are we making this country for if we can't marry for who we love? And I love you. And he's like, his heart leaps, but at the same time, he's like, no, he's my best friend. I don't want to be that douche, you know? And she's like, I don't care. It's not about what you want or what you feel.
It's about my body. I do what I want.
Exactly. It's about what I want. And I want to break off a piece for the rest of my life because I'm going to marry you.
Ichabod.
Yeah. Oh, my God. How great did he look, huh? In his clothes.
Look at that Ichabod.
Look at that Ichabod.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So he and Abraham are bringing the first draft of what would become the Declaration of Independence to the First Continental Congress. Little two-man mission out by the river when he confesses to Abraham what happened.
Which brings me to my next
segue
of I wrote
in a segment called Jackie Makes a Segue.
In a segue called Jackie Makes a Segue. Ichabod, why did you tell him, oh my God, Abraham is proud and will be clearly pissed off?
Yeah, I was like...
That's exactly what
And the award for worst time to deliver bad news goes to...
Ichabod Crane!
Really?
I do appreciate this award, but I was only doing my duty as honor respected, and
We will duel!
I will not duel you. I will not take my sword out of its scabbard.
I just hit you.
Ow.
That duel,
now you will take your sword out of your scabbard.
That duel was awesome, though.
It was great. It was well choreographed.
We were saying we really wished like that was what happened in bar fights now. Like people actually just took out swords and dueled each other because people would have honor.
I saw a bar fight once at the pool cue. It's kind of like that.
Was it like that?
No.
Or was it just like really a guy getting beat over the head with a pool cue?
Yeah,
well, that's less sweet. It's cool. Like that's the thing is like brandishing it is cool. Like aha, I have it. It's when you do stuff with it that's sad.
But they, aside from that, I like the fact that, you know, we have these flashbacks to the 1700s so that you can see cool things like sword fights.
Yeah.
Mixed in with other cool things
like gunshots.
Well, not like gunshots are cool, but I'm saying like defensive gun scenes. We shall call them.
Sure. We'll call them defensive gun scenes, which we'll get into more when we get into Irving and Jenny. I just want to wrap this story up because there's so much here. So Abraham von Brunt, now the Headless Horseman, has a deal with Moloch. If he can raise the other three horsemen and ride and bring on the start of the apocalypse, then Katrina's soul is his. Finally, we know why Katrina's in purgatory, why she's being held, and that the horseman has a vendetta against Ichabod, which is super crazy and messed up, and he has a side mission of like, I'm gonna kill you, Ichabod, for stealing my wife-to-be.
But now we know motivation, and it
humanizes
like,
the horseman.
It really
in a
humanizes
huge way.
it.
Like you understand why he's doing this thing. He's not pure evil. He's a jilted lover.
Mm-hmm.
Jilted lover, and like way
jilted.
Way jilted. He was
jilted.
Totally jilted. Let's bring jilted back. Hashtag jilted.
Hashtag no.
So I like it.
I like it too.
All right.
Don't be sad, Steven. Don't be sad, Ron.
Okay, so Jenny and Irving now because we go to the antiquities shop because Jenny is helping Irving.
Yes. Well, it's called Adam's
Antiquities.
Antiquities. Okay, so that other thing, maybe he's a descendant of John Adams.
Yeah, totally. That's absolutely a possibility. You had like your hands on your hips, like, look at me go. I am unstoppable. Jacque Borowski. Yeah. So Jenny, fresh out of Tarrytown. Psychiatric institution. She's out now. Irving, even before that, Irving calls her to the police station. Mm-hmm. He calls her to the police station, and he's like, look, we have the horseman. I know he's real. I need to know if I can trust you. Can I trust
I'm
you?
so shipping them.
Are you in or out? I know. And I saw your tweets earlier. There, you guys were tweeting back and forth. What do we think the ship name is for Jenny and Irving? I thought it was Jerving. Your favorite was Captain Jenny, which I like in that it's also very progressive because she could be a captain. But you
didn't like mine,
Steve's
guys. Don't argue with it.
Steve's is a mess.
Can you actually read it aloud?
I will read it
for
aloud.
the people. Does it make any sense?
Yes. Let me find it here.
Okay.
Because it's so ridiculous.
While you're doing that, so he's like, "Are you in or
here you
out?"
It's Frangeniki Merlving. All right.
Frangeniki Merlving.
Yes.
That sounds like something someone coughs up like a hairball.
Frangeniki Merlving.
It's a very British name. I am Frangeniki Merlving.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It sounds like Frangelico, like the liqueur.
It does. I was trying to make it sound like that.
Oh, okay.
Because they smooth like almond liquor.
Ugh. All right, moving on, please. So he takes her to Adam's Antiquities, which is where she used to do some shady work for him, imports and exports, if you get my meaning. Actually, the meaning is actually imports and exports.
No, for
and
real.
we have this total national treasure moment where she turns the statue and the thing opens.
Is it Ben Franklin? Was that Ben Franklin?
Ben Franklin statue.
A busty Ben Franklin gets turned.
And so they find Adams in the back room. Do we think he got away easily, or they left him dead, or left him for dead in there when they took the file?
My assumption was that they left him for dead, and that if he's dealing in these kinds of things all the time, he would know how bad they are and know he would have to pretend to be dead.
Yeah,
is my assumption, because I don't think they'd leave him alive.
Totally. Yeah. So he played possum. Thank goodness he's still alive. They find out that the file is missing, and PHIALE file, and they need to go find it. But they realize they're going after the Horsemen. The Hessians are going after the Horsemen, which means they're going to take out the power. They go to the power plant, and Jenny and Irving have this awesome takedown of the Hessians scene, which was so rad. Orlando Jones in action mode, and I loved every second of it.
All right.
I wrote, Irving must have had the best police training ever.
Right? He's he's very highly trained.
Yeah.
He's well skilled.
He don't need no pistol. He has a fucking shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
He got the
do
shotty.
Like Matrix moves and.
Oh my God, the Matrix move! I can't believe we didn't talk about that last week. I know we got ripped in the comments for.
Oh, and for the water. Did you pay for this water?
Yeah.
This is an outrage.
Oh, and we got the fist bump this week.
We got the fist bump.
She taught him how to fist bump.
Do one,
it
guys.
was so cute.
Do one. I'm all the way over here and I can't.
Okay. Oh, she didn't teach him to explode the fist. I think maybe that's that's next level.
The power plant did that enough for the both of them.
Right,
so the two aspects of the room are the UV lights and the hex. And the UV lights got shut down because they blew up the power plant.
Yeah.
And then the hex, we see Andy dig into his little belly pocket.
Yeah.
Of his flesh hoodie, and
so gross.
Pull out the disc that looks super badass as it starts doing it and casts the hex away.
Yeah.
Why must Andy reach into his stomach to get things? He couldn't have kept it somewhere else.
Oh, also, real quick, Abbie said when she was talking about the denizens of the underworld and if they were going to be roaming free in the tunnels, she mentioned sandmen.
Yeah. Plural.
Multiple
rock and renteu.
Yeah, multiple rock and rante. It's rock and ranteu. Or is it rock and rantei? I don't know. Hit us up.
Rock and rante, yay!
Rock and rante, yay! No,
if they're French, it's rock and ranteu.
Rock and ranteu.
And I got to give a shout out to the guy who said long ago on our videos, whenever you guys say it, it sounded like "Rock Me Amadeus," and I thought the same thing when I was
Amadeus.
Rock on Ranteus, rock on Ranteus, rock on Ranteus.
Oh,
love it.
We have fun. Okay, so he takes out the file, it undoes the spell, and then all of our heroes,
My notes sometimes crack me up, and my note for that was Brooks pulling demon jewelry out of his tummy.
Well put. Well met.
That is what happened, Jackie Borowski.
Yes.
He pulled demon jewelry
out of his tummy. Out of his tum-tum.
Yummy, yum, yum in my tum-tum.
I like the taste of this file.
Okay.
It feels good in my tum. Anyway. before we go down that road,
Double face palm
we
from
love
Jackie
you,
B.
Jackie. We love you, Jackie.
Just throwing some badly drawn shades
oh my God,
your way,
wait.
Jackie.
What is? Oh.
It looks like a butt plug.
I don't know how
to be
it's-
honest.
It does look like a butt plug. It looks like a butt plug in a square butt.
You need to be watching this show on YouTube, guys.
And
you
the
also-
thing that he held up
Yes.
last week when he was trying to throw me shade, and it looked like garbage. Sorry.
That's because Ron Weasley can't draw.
Oh, no, the real Ron Weasley can draw. Oh my God! Now Jackie's drawing.
No,
this is
no,
not a
no.
visual medium.
This is not.
This is not a visual
We are a
medium. The majority
podcast.
of our listeners are listeners, not viewers. What are you doing? Oh, this is dangerous. She
Oh, that
drew
looks
a
so much
well-drawn
better
shade.
than anything.
But it looks like a shade that you're viewing through 3D
I
glasses.
have to throw it at Matt, though. Throw it at Matt.
Yeah, you have to throw it at me. Oh.
No, throw it at him. Throw it at Jackie. Throw it at him.
No,
No.
she's not gonna actually throw
I don't want
it.
to hurt Harry
Okay,
Potter.
back to the show, guys.
Thank you. Respect. Yeah, fist bump. Back to the show. Lord, how do we have fans? I love you.
So they
guys.
have this badass sword fight, and this is where he realizes, oh my God, you're Abraham Lincoln. I mean, the other Lincoln.
Abraham von Brunt, and the headless horseman is silently like, ha ha ha, you are right. Not, yeah.
He has to have someone speak for him though, because he doesn't have a head.
He
I
doesn't have a
loved how
head.
they brought John Cho out of it, though. So you're like, I'm sorry, I had to do it.
I
and then
didn't
they
mean
bring
to.
him back in. You see him, well, it's because of Abbie.
Yeah.
That's great acting
Or
though
it's
for
because of
John
Katrina.
Cho.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
love
no,
it.
like I said, he was awesome in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not going to stop till he gets Katrina, which means he has to start the apocalypse to get her, which makes me wonder, how are they ever going to get her out of purgatory if she'll always be in danger from Abraham? Because he'll just try to get her body.
And they can't stop.
Well,
And they won't
my
stop.
thought is they're gonna just have her stuck there for most of the time, so that Ichabod can build up a relationship with Abbie, so then I can be happy.
That's
So,
true.
so Ichabod gets his side chick, and then he just kind of forgets about Katrina, and that's how Corb-Trina happens.
That's true. We need Corb-Trina to happen. Has there been any Corb-Trina fan fiction? Hit us up if there has.
Please write some.
Yes, please write.
I would love to read it.
Yes, if you write Corb-Trina fan fiction, I will write the second chapter. Of
I have some
Corb-Trina fan fiction.
antiquities you can find.
Oh Jesus!
That's a great Clancy Brown. It's more like this. It's deep, or it's not that southern. it's
All right.
I'm trying to think of Lex Luthor. Anyway, because he was the animated.
So
Lex
what else
Luthor.
are we missing from this episode?
Not much other than like the
Andy-
team is together.
Oh, and Andy saves Ichabod right
Yeah.
as soon as he runs him through with his sword, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, guys, gotta go," and they're gone.
Yeah.
And because apparently Moloch wants
He wants. He
Ichabod
wants
alive.
Ichabod alive, or just that the horseman is not allowed to kill him, or not yet.
Yeah.
Which means
he wants. That's the other thing I found so interesting about this episode is the two different agendas. So Moloch wants one thing, the horseman wants the other, but the horseman is essentially controlled by Moloch. So it's this.
yeah, but not all the time apparently.
I know.
So it's going to be very interesting to see what the tension in that relationship will bring to the show. Very, very interesting. I'm wondering if Horseman goes rogue.
And dude, those demons got killed pretty quickly, man. I
Yeah.
mean,
That
Abbie
was
and
the other
Abbie and
thing.
Irving
They're
were straight
strong,
on,
man.
just like fucking.
They had those were another. It was another really good, cool special
Effect and
effect
costume.
for costuming. And I wish we could have seen more of that because I was like, oh man. They
Oh, I
really
think
left
they've
pretty
kind of
quickly.
like popped the cap. Like
Yeah, now
we're
we
getting
can.
so much stuff now that Irving can see stuff.
Yeah, now that Irving can see stuff, and we have the team together.
I like how Irving, like, kind of begrudgingly accepts all of this. He's like, here's a horseman. Okay, we're going to be working with this girl who just got out of a mental institution. Hessians.
I loved
Like-
when he brought her
Demons.
down. It's like you brought her. I didn't mean to bring her down to have a meeting face to face. Like this is her first day out. It's like yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it either. Jeez, what do you think? I wanted this.
I feel that's his line about everything, though.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about it, but here we go.
Jenny, wait here. I don't think Jenny knows what wait here
No.
means. I don't think that's in her vocabulary.
Nope. And good thing too, because she saved his butt. Yeah, I just top to bottom love this episode.
Totally awesome.
Totally,
Ooh, yes.
totally rad. and there's so much to come in the future.
I love that. I love that there are surprises. Orlando
I love how
right.
wrong we were.
I know.
Yeah.
Orlando was right about saying you won't know what's coming.
Yeah.
And I was totally shocked by the backstory of the Horseman and how he's related to Ichabod. I thought that was awesome.
I thought it was super, super great.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the team's finally together. It's kind of like, okay, we're done. Like training wheels are off. It's time for us to just hit the ground running and just go. And we're just going to sprint.
We also see how self-afflicting Ichabod is as well. Because, like, everything he takes on is his fault. Like, Abraham dying, he took on as his fault because he watched him die, or so he thought.
Yeah.
And, like, death is kind of his fault, too, in a way. But, man.
But I feel like, I agree with Abbie, though. It's like you can't be responsible for all of this. You had a choice. But he's kind of the reluctant hero where he feels bad for all of these things.
Well, yeah, a reluctant hero, and also, like, he loves to punish. He loves to punish himself. He's such a good person. He has such a good heart that anything that happens to anyone that he cares about, or, you know, he's going to take that as his fault. I could have done something more. I could have protected them, which is why he's going to be so good for Abbie when they get together, because he will always put her first, except when Katrina's involved, because she's first, because they're married. They're so married.
Totes.
Sorry, Jackie.
Totes my goats.
Totes my goats.
Dude.
Okay. I think it's time for a little freestyle rap.
Oh boy. You want to go first, Matt?
All right, if I have to.
All right. So
unless you wanted to go first.
I don't care either way. We're each gonna get like a few tries. We have 10 minutes left, so we can rock this jizz. I mean this jizz.
You just said rock this jizz.
I'm sorry.
On the air. Children listen to this podcast, probably. I have no proof of that. Yeah, you live in that shame for a hot second.
I just can't.
And drop the beat, okay? Drop the beat. We're not gonna rap for 10 minutes, I promise. This will be short but good. Oh yeah.
I'll give you a cue, Matt. You gotta let it build up for a second.
Yeah. Sleepy Hollow, the Necromancer. Everybody knows when you enter the tunnels, you better not go. Headless Horseman, getting a backstory. We're all coursemen. We're off course. We don't know which way we are going. But when you're in a Masonic cell, don't let them bring them demons from hell. Everybody firing off shots. We loved it. We laughed a lot. Ichabod found out what a fist bump was. I'm not usually a huge freestyler. Damn it. We're looking forward to lots of romance in the future. Irving and Jenny getting it on. There's not much that rhymes with future. Oh, wait, I could have said something about a suture on dead Andy. He's still here. He loved for Abbie, but he won't get near her. Ichabod may be super married, but we know that he is the best person for our Abbie. Ichabod is gonna be #Katrina. Let's throw it to Steve.
Look, I'll be watching this show all night on Fox, yo. Sleepy Hollow comes out, it's like a freaking roadie, yo. We got a horseman on a horse, yeah, for sure. That horse is a ghost horse, man. Matt Lieberman, no.
That's right, it's Ghost Horse. #Ghost Horse, yo, yo, yo. He got put down, or no, he didn't.
The Headless Horseman comes for Abbie and Mills and Jenny. You don't even know why. He just comes, there's so many.
But now we know why. The backstory explained exactly why. Katrina's soul's in purgatory because she can't die. Because you know what? Abe wants his big old piece. He wants it back. He don't care if he was jilted. He's gonna be owned. Katrina deep inside her soul, yeah. He's gonna...
Irving rocking Jenny on the phone, yeah. She's one day out, he's one day in. He just don't know, yeah.
He ain't happy that he knows, but he's gonna be on that.
Mole coming in, he's a demon. And he's got a broke neck, he's a queen, man.
He's not a queen, we have no proof of that hypothesis, but hey man, it's up to you. I'm so excited. Only 5 episodes left. When it is gone, I'm gonna feel so bereft.
But maybe you can buy a freaking DVD. Pull it out your belly hole. Yo, man, I'll call you Andy. All right, Jenny and Abbie, they witnesses. They here to try something new. It's the apocalypse. Prevent that shit. Usurp that crown. The British going down. You see, Ichabod, man, from 18th century, he's a man.
Yeah, he's a big old man. And shout out to our fans. We love you guys. Hit us up on iTunes. Give us 5 stars if you can try. Hey,
you know that it's just a surprise. Yeah. You know, Ichabod coming to kick some ass for show.
This goes right into the pun jar. 60 seconds left. Well, I'm just going to say this. We do this for you. It's not for us, no matter how much fun we have.
Real talk, yo.
Real talk. It's all out. Yo. Shout
rate us on iTunes, rate us on YouTube, rate us on here. You can call in, but we don't like to answer that because it's not cool.
What?
I'm just kidding.
I like answering calls. We haven't gotten any calls yet, but shout out to all the Twitter followers, all the YouTube peeps, replying to your comments. We do it all the time because we love y'all. Peace. That
witnesses,
was goofy.
We out.
Okay, let's go to predictions.
I wrote something.
What did you write?
Matt, you were so much better than me.
Did you write lyrics? I was better even before the podcast. Before the podcast, I didn't have any slip-ups.
I did some, I tried some stuff earlier and it sounded good, but then, when you're on the spot, it just doesn't work, man.
Hey, man.
That's why it's called freestyling.
We'll know tomorrow.
It was beautiful.
We'll know tomorrow if the fans liked it or if they were very upset.
I wrote lyrics.
You wrote lyrics? Oh, do we have to drop the beat again?
No,
I'm going to drop the beat again.
No,
yeah.
It doesn't go with my song.
Oh, it doesn't go with your song?
Too bad. Do it to the song.
I can't. It doesn't.
Jackie can't rap. She ain't got no. I'm gonna snap.
Turn it off.
Turn it off. No. This is poetry. This is slam
poetry.
This is slam poetry right now.
Slam poetry
by Jacque Borowski.
In colonial America, born and raised in the ground is where I spent most of my days, relaxing and chilling out, maxing all cool, shooting my body outside of the ground when a couple of Hessians, up to no good, started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and Moloch got scared, so I got out of the ground. You're home to Sleepy Hollow.
I give 7 for everything except the end.
Yeah.
I
think that's another $1 in the pun jar. I think we're at.
I couldn't get to the
$32.50.
No, I think it was 33. I counted something you did earlier.
You can just count everything I do.
Oh, hey, Vasemir. Then
if you can
I'd
think
be
of a better end
All right,
to my poem,
guys, suggest more beats that we can rap to, and
or things.
And things, yes.
Yeah.
They'll just do anything. They're like Tom Hiddleston. They'll do anything.
Yeah, we love you people. You give up your time to listen to us talk. So, let us know what we can do to please you, my lord.
I'm going to listen to that freestyle and be like, wow, I'm a freaking idiot.
Well, now you have until next week to become a way better freestyler.
I know, right? I'm gonna listen to MMLP2 like 10 times between now and then.
Okay. And this is all predicated on the fans not completely hating the freestyle.
Oh, they're going to love it.
Can we do predictions, please?
Yes.
I played the predictions already. Matt Lieberman.
Haunted house.
Yes. Your AfterBuzz TV
predictions.
I do enjoy the idea of a colonial haunted house.
Me too. And it's a way of doing a monster of the week or side story thing while it's still tied to Katrina. We're still going to be getting some forward movement. I'm happy about that. I like Abbie and Ichabod having to deal with something that they can't see. A poltergeist with no resources. I'm wondering if Jenny comes back.
Can't see me.
Oh, what is that, a wrestling thing, right?
John Cena, yeah.
John Cena. That's silly.
I don't know things.
No, you don't need to know wrestling. Not that there's anything wrong with wrestling, but if you're a fan, you're a fan. If you don't know, you don't know.
Hey, doing a John Cena reference just got us 1,000 more views on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to fast forward to the end for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, haunted house.
Haunted house.
I like haunted house stories.
What do we think about the rest of the season? We got 5 episodes left, so this really was the right time for a big reveal. I'm trying to figure out how much plot they can fit into the rest of this season, but considering how much they fit into it so far, it's hard to gauge.
Well, you know how they do it how there's usually like big story episodes, and this was a big story arc, this episode and last episode. And then they usually have the just for fun episodes. Like the Witch was kind of a just for fun episode, not really, because
like the 10th musical episode.
Oh God.
There wasn't a 10th musical episode.
Are you referencing?
But there shall be.
Oh my God! If they do the same thing they did with American Horror Story, I hated that episode.
There was a musical episode
Last season, yeah, it was terrible.
I
Anyway,
don't knock a show that's not our show.
Sorry, I mean I love American Horror Story. Don't get me wrong, guys. I just didn't like that musical episode last season. But I think it's going to be one of those really fun episodes that doesn't really have as much big reveals.
Okay.
Like I think it's just going to be one of those X-Files episodes that doesn't have the smoking
But we will end on a reveal that will propel us into
They
episode
always have
10.
a piece of a reveal.
Yeah. It propel us into episode 10.
We'll probably find out Irving's related to Cicero or whatever the guy's real name was.
Do we see Headless again before the season's out?
Oh, I say yeah.
Yeah.
I say definitely.
Do we see where he is with Moloch and get a scene between him, Andy, and Moloch?
I don't know if all three of them, but I definitely think we'll see him interact with Moloch.
Okay. Cool.
I feel like we have to.
I think so too. I want to know what's going on wherever they are in the afterlife, in the underworld, whatever. And I hope we get more Katrina and more bodices.
Bodices? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love the bodice.
She looked great. She looked great. Okay. Stephen Lemieux, where can the people find you?
You can find me at STEPHENLEMIEUX. Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Can I just throw out a pun jar for that shit?
Yeah. What are we up to now?
33.
Yeah,
okay.
33.
You're so
You
right,
got to do it
Steven.
too, though, Matt.
All right. I'm at MATTLIEBERMAN. I didn't even try. I don't even want to. On Twitter, and you can also find me here on AfterBuzz TV on the Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sons of Anarchy, and now Almost Human after shows. If you haven't seen it, it's new on Fox, premiered over the weekend. It's cool. It's a future thriller about android cops. Lots of cool, big sci-fi ideas going on there. I think it's going to be pretty good. So check that out. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you next week. Good night.
Yeah. We should do Journey.
Ooh.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Yeah.
Buzz
Good
you
night,
later.
sleepyheads.
Matt, really.
I ruined
Really,
it.
let's do it.
Good night, sleepyheads.
Good night, sleepyheads.
Good night, sleepyheads.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.